Welcome to my video making new from old. The two main items I'm going to focus on in my video is making new candles from the stubs of old candles and sterilising potting soil where seedlings have failed, so that you don't just have to chuck it straight into the compost and you can use it again for a new set of seedlings. Why make new from old? So instead of throwing items away, have a pause before you do and think, is there anything I can do with these items before I throw them that will give them a new lease of life? In this tub, this is an old face cream tub, I have made some lip balm using the ends of an old lipstick. You can either melt down some Vaseline and just stir in the ends of lipstick into that, and then it will harden into lip balm. I have used some beeswax and coconut oil to make mine. Old jars can be used to store food, look quite nice with little labels on them. In a separate video I go into a lot of detail about what you can make with scrap pieces of fabric. This is just two examples here, making reusable sponges and reusable paper towels. So that's using old towels on the back and fabric scraps on the front. I'll now show you making candles and sterilising soil. Candles. I am going to be turning, well, some of these are new at the bottom, but all the old candles that are in this mashup into new candles. So I'm going to start by taking them out the packaging and trying to get all the nice clean bits of wax into a pile. I have broken up all the bits of wax and I've put some into a paper cup, and I'm going to melt that down in the microwave in a second once I have prepared my containers. So I don't know how much I'm going to be able to fill, but I'm going to fill this one first. It's one of those pudding pots, so that should be able to withstand the heat from a candle, because you need to make sure that you're not going to have a piece of glass that's going to smash. And this is a jar if there's any spare. I've seen online that you can use a lollipop stick to make a wood wick style candle. Never done it before, so this is going to be my first attempt. I normally use normal wicks. It's been soaking in rapeseed oil. It's supposed to be overnight, but it's been a couple of days now because I never quite got round to it. So I'm going to measure height and see how far up I'm going to make this. It's just an old chopping board, so I don't mind if I mess it up. It's one for DIY. We used it to lay the vinyl flooring in our house. There we go. I don't know if that's a wee bit too high. Possibly. This is a trick I seen online. Instead of using a piece of metal to hold it in place, using a small amount. This has been heating up for a while. Not quite there yet. I've got a glue gun heating up, ready to put that in place. While I'm waiting on that, I will there actually. I will put my wood wick into my other jar. There we go. One for each of them. The second time lucky. Lay that up properly. Container's ready. I'll go and melt the wax. I'm not going to put in any fragrance or colour today, but You could put in essential oils, and you could put in different colours, so it could be bits of candle. If you've got red bits of candle, you can put it in to make different colours, or you can put bits of crayon in and you can make different colours that way. But I'm just going to go for plain old ones today. I'm just really hoping that the wood wick works. Right, that took a lot longer than I expected. I think I didn't break them down as much as I should have. And I've never used the microwave before. I've always used the kind of double boiler method. Yeah, perfect. It's enough for one candle, and stuff will take forever to melt down, so I think I'm going to do that another day and use my pan, etc. for that. But I've made one today, and the big test is, once it has cooled down, will my wood wick light? Here I have a glass container filled with potting soil. I had some seeds that failed and some cress seeds that didn't use too much of the soil before I harvested them. I didn't just want to chuck that into the compost, but why did those seedlings fail? It could be there were bacteria in the soil that would cause more seedlings to fail. So the plan is to sterilise the soil. There's enough nutrients in there that it can be used again. Once I use them another time, I will then put them into the general compost. To sterilise the soil, put it in an oven-proof container. They say it can be up to about 4 inches deep. My container is only about 1 to 1.5 inches deep. You then want to put it in the oven, covered with a piece of tin foil, which I always find pretty wasteful, but I will keep this as my tin foil I use for sterilising soil and use it each time. Put it in the oven. It says between 82 and 93 degrees Celsius. It says not to go higher than that, or it can produce toxins. Use a thermometer, ideally. This should be in the oven for half an hour. I did this one yesterday. Then you can take it out, let it cool down, and that should be it sterilised, ready to use again. Other methods, you can look them up online, but you can use the microwave to sterilise soil as well. Let me know anything you've made new from old in the comments, and if you'd like to see more, please hit like and subscribe.